Yeah,
eternal
that's a
punishment?
very interesting question. First of all, eternal life is badly translated in many of your versions. It should be the life of the age to come. That's the way it appears in Daniel, at the end of Daniel, speaking of the destiny of the righteous. They gain the life of the age to come. Why is that so important? Because nobody goes to heaven when they die in the Bible. That's just a popular fiction. Nobody ever said to Jesus, "What can I do in order that I can go to heaven when I die?" That's a completely non biblical question. In the Bible, when you die, you fall asleep in what's called the sleep of death, Psalm 13:3. And your only way out of that dismal, non conscious existence as a sleep, the only way out of that is by resurrection. And when you're resurrected, you gain, if you're among the faithful, the life of the age to come. The text that our friend out there is asking about is about punishment to do with the age to come. There it is, kolasin, which is punishment, aeonion, eternal is not the right translation, it's to do with the coming age. It means future punishment. Now, when you're teaching this, I recommend you go to the passage in Revelation which speaks about the destruction of Jerusalem in a future punishment. Over there in Revelation, at the end, in Revelation, what would that be? 18, I think. We're looking at Revelation 18 to answer our question. And you'll find that Jerusalem comes to an end in judgment in 1 hour. There it is in Revelation 12, sorry, 18, Revelation 18, verse 9. The kings of the earth who committed acts of immorality and lived sensuously with Babylon, with her, will weep and lament over Babylon, the city, when she falls, and when they see the smoke of her burning. Now, the question is that smoke going to go up forever, literally and literally forever? No. Read on, verse 10. Standing at a distance because of the fear of her torment. Note the word torment there. What does that mean, torment? Saying, "Woe, woe, the great city Babylon, the strong city." For, note this carefully, in 1 hour your judgment has come. And this is a commercial venture of some sort on a grand scale. And it talks about the torment down in verse 15. The merchants of these things who became rich from Babylon will stand at a distance because of the fear of her torment, weeping and mourning. Now, what is this torment? Is it eternal torment? Let your eye glance back to an earlier verse in Revelation 18, verse 7 and 8. I want to read. Revelation 18, verse 7 says, "To the degree that she, Babylon, glorified herself and lived sensuously, to the same degree give her torment." Now, what is this torment? "And mourning. For she, Babylon, says in her heart, I sit as a queen, and I'm not a widow, and I will never see mourning." Now, look at verse 8. "For this reason, in 1 hour, in 1 day, in 1 day, Babylon's plagues will come, pestilence and mourning and famine, and she will be burned up." I hope you see that word, burned up, in 1 day. A short-lived burning up with fire. That's what's meant by eternal torment for the wicked. It means a fire related to the age to come, and it involves smoke that keeps going up while the fire is burning, but burned up, please notice, not burned, tortured forever. So I'm happy to tell you that nowhere in the Bible is it said that God is going to torture consciously any human being, either an angel or human being. Eternal torture is out of the question. It speaks of the smoke going up at Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, you can go to the area of Sodom and Gomorrah and you won't find any city being tortured there now forever and ever. So it means a fire that burns up, it extinguishes, and the smoke goes on rising while that burning up process is happening. But so there's your answer. Eternal punishment means the punishment as described to do with that future age when Christ comes back. It's not going on now. Nobody's being tortured in an existing hellfire now. The dead are currently asleep, and when they are resurrected, the evil ones will suffer the terrible fate of being burned up in the lake of fire. And so eventually will Satan, the devil, be destroyed and put out of commission, I think, forever.